Why is getting healthy so darn complex and difficult? Well, because there is more than meets the eye. There are many reasons I can list which would require you to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner with me, and perhaps even snacks. So I will spare you the details and dive in to talk about the top 3 reasons why we find it so difficult. So before I do, hi, my name is Ruby Ali and I am a functional registered dietitian and a wellness coach. My goal is to help simplify processes and steps so you can take charge back of your life. Number 1 reason why most of us have such difficulty in getting healthy is because there is an overwhelming amount of information on the web. I know you know this because when you type something in Google, there's a list of different things you look at and then you go, oh my God. And then there's a sense of fear and self-doubt comes in because now you have to have the time, right? It's either you don't have the time to look at all this, and then it's what if this is wrong? So doubt and fear plays a big role. Number 2 goes actually right along with number 1, it's confusion. With that much overwhelming amount of information, it's so easy to get confused. Especially because let's say you got lucky and even though there was an overwhelming amount of information and you figured out the time and you listened and there was one thing that resonated with you and you started. Then you're there off on your way, starting on your new path. You meet a friend or someone and they say something to you. And then you go, oh my God, I didn't even think of that. That could be a possibility. So, more self-doubt sets in, and now you are completely thrown off and confused out of your mind because you thought that would work, but somebody else said this, and now you don't know if it's going to work. Are you seeing the patterns here yet? The third and the final step is because we focus on only one aspect of getting healthy and not the rest. So let's say you're focusing only on losing weight, for example. Eating what you're putting in, how many calories you're putting in, and what you put out is what matters the most. Calories in, calories out is not the way. Food literally affects how you think, feel, and act. It does, I know, mind-blowing. So again, that's only one aspect, but how do you sleep? How do you feel in your relationships? How is your environment? What is your peer group like? What's your support group? How are people around you? How do you feel about yourself? What is your inner dialogue that you say to yourself? Do you celebrate when you have small wins or do you beat yourself up? So you see there's different areas of your life, or so I call 8 dimensions of wellness. And if you work on bringing balance in these 8 dimensions of wellness, that is what truly creates long-lasting changes and true transformation. The number 1 reason lying beneath all of these is self-doubt. And it's so complex and difficult because we have so much self-doubt. If one thing will work or not. And that's true. It's normal to have that fear. It's normal to have that doubt. I did too. Because there is so much information out there, right? So how do you really differentiate between all this information? So number 1, get specific to what it is that you truly want. Second, stick to it. Once you find it, apply it and stick to it. Give it time. And then if you feel like it's not working, then give it at least 21 days of minimum time just to start feeling shifts and a little bit of changes. Not drastic changes because 21 days depending on where you are in your journey, can be, bring profound changes or can bring very subtle changes. And third and final is to look at different areas of your life and start to appreciate and acknowledge what you have currently and where you actually really need to change. So again, the 8 dimensions of wellness. You can look at this chart and pause the video, look at the chart, and just determine where do you feel like you're fulfilled and where you are not fulfilled. So I hope that you found this helpful today, and join me for Wellness Wednesday every week, where I share tips and tricks and information to help you bring balance to mind, body, and spirit for long-lasting changes and true transformation. Leave me comments below if you have any questions or if there's any specific topics that you would like me to talk about. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can get notifications every week when the new videos are out. With much love and gratitude, I hope you have an amazing week.